The next deputant is Giuseppe Scoleri. Mr. Scoleri. Good morning.
Thanks for having me. It's great to see all the graduates of the Progress TO, How to Give a Police Services Board Deputation. Well done. Nice to see your tutorials are working. What's indisputable here is that the TPS multi-year staffing plan meet the demand and growth of the City of Toronto. The current staffing situation doesn't seem to be working. Canada has gone from 36 to 41 million people in the last 5 years. Toronto is a massive part of this population growth, as you heard in a prior deputation, I think 16%. I don't want to see a situation like what's going on in the UK with Southport happen here in Toronto. I understand we need more mental health experts to help people with mental health problems and addiction problems. I'm a 19-year sober individual who's gone through mental health problems. And the last thing I'd like to see is a police officer show up if I'm having a meltdown. But conversely, if I'm having a meltdown and I have a weapon for the person trying to help me, I'd like to see a police officer. So I don't think it's a cookie cutter solution or a cut and dried solution. The response times for priority 1 calls need to be faster than the current 17 to 22 minutes. Violent crimes up 18%. Property crimes up 23%. I'm the victim of home invasion. I didn't have a weapon. And thankfully, nothing happened to me. The people were scared. They ran away. But I now have something in my home that will protect me. It's terrible that I had to do this. I'm disgusted that I had to do this. But I have a girlfriend. And the last thing I want to do is see my girlfriend be violated by somebody breaking into my home. Luckily, I have a couple of dogs. They bark, and from what I understand, I've been told by people who are experts that dogs are the biggest deterrent, and when someone hears a dog bark, they generally don't break into the house. When you have a good relationship with the police, you see them in the neighborhood, and they're being portrayed as these evil people with weapons and and intimidating people. And I see a lot of cops in the neighborhood friendly, playing with kids. So again, there's two sides to this, right? The city needs to support the police services budget so that Toronto gets the service they need to ensure safety and security and adequate investigative depth so criminals who prey on Torontonians are arrested. What we're seeing is a lack of funding, and this lack of funding directly affects a staffing plan. There's plenty of other money in this city that can be allocated to what everyone here is discussing, and I don't disagree with them needing money for what they're interested in and what they see as important. I don't see the need to take it from the police services budget. There's plenty of other money in the city vis-a-vis C-37 that's being used to rename parts of this city. I don't think that's the greatest use of the money. Maybe you can give it to people that need it for mental health help. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Scoleri.